Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is Dom back again for another video. So guys, today what I want to talk about is, my weaknesses, like finding your weaknesses as an officer, as a human being, and I want to start it off with this story, okay? So take you guys back to when I was a first lieutenant. There was this time, I was in first lieutenant. I worked in a 3-shop for 2 years as a first lieutenant. And there was a period where, this is before I went to selection. This is before I went to anything special operations related. This is actually, I think, right before I started my train up, like a 6 to 5 month train up for selection. And I was the S3 primary because the outgoing S3 was leaving and the incoming S3 was still in company command. And he had like 2 or 3 months before he came over. So like, cool, Roger, got it. And so what ended up happening is there was this day I was the primary. This must have been like 2 weeks in, 2 or 3 weeks in. And I had like a nervous breakdown. Okay, I had this nervous breakdown. I remember I was on the computer and I was typing away. All these emails kept coming in. I got these phone calls and I was getting texts and I was like, holy moly. And I just sat on the floor and just started crying, just bawling tears. I was like, I can't do this. There was no way. And I just remember curling up in the kitchen because that's where my workstation was at, because I didn't want to associate any other parts of my house with work. I just wanted, okay, the kitchen, that's it. Because right next to the kitchen, there's a bathroom. So what ended up happening is I text my mentor. I was like, look, I quit. I just fired me right now. I don't want to do this. Forget this army thing. I can't do this. He says, look, DK. He said, I forgot. He said, DK something. And then he sends me this long poem. And it's something about the character of a man is not shown when times are good. Because anybody, you think about it, anybody can operate when, the cloud, there's like no clouds, blue sky, you love everybody you work with. Everything is great. Everybody can operate when times are good, but it's when times are bad. It's when times are bad that your true character and your true weaknesses are exposed. Like, you are exposed. It's those thoughts in the back of your head that show you who you truly are. If you're insecure about like your girl going out, or your girl's insecure about you going out, or you look in the mirror, you think you're fat, it truly shows who you are as a human being when times are rough. And that's what happened to me. Times were rough, times were rough, and I got exposed. Like, I thought I was, Black Superman, Then my boss left and I was like, holy moly, holy moly. And for that day, for that hour, 2 hours, I was not that man. I was not that guy. Like, I've always thought of myself as that guy, but I was not that guy. So what ended up happening is I read that poem, brushed myself off, made me some ramen, ate me some ramen, had me some feel-good food, slapped myself in the face, looked myself in the mirror, and I asked myself, like, who are you? Is this who you are? Is this who you are? And if it's not who you are, then show them who you are. And I remember just kind of like putting myself together and then moving forward after that. And from that point forward, I was kind of able, I never got in that position again. I was able to always deal with like pressure, all that pressure on my shoulders. It was great development tool for me. It was great time. Looking back, it was great development. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And so I say all to say this, like right now, Korea again is put me in a position that is exposing me. It's showing me again, like, my weaknesses, because it's showing me a side of myself that I never had to see. You know, I always thought I knew what I valued, knew what I wanted, knew everything. But then you come to this point and you're like, dang, what the what? Like, and then I see, like, say, for example, this is just an example, you know. One of my weaknesses that was purely exposed is I'm a mature person, but you put me under certain circumstances with certain people in a certain environment, and I'm immature. I'm very immature. Like, and one of my boys said that. He's like, he told me, you know, he's real, and I like real people, you know. It's like, you know, that's kind of immature. Like, that's not the best, and that's true. You know, it's true. He's right. Like, I'm not gonna argue with him. He's right. He's right. But you got to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. You got to see how far, how fast, how high you can go. I remember telling some younger guy, and I'm gonna close it up with this, you know, I told a younger guy one time, you have to overexpose yourself when you're younger so you can figure out what you like and what you don't like. That's also with people, you know. And for me, I always believe that you have to overexpose yourself at work, because if you don't know what you can, what you can't do, your discipline level, your intelligence, everything, then you'll always kind of, you'll never know. You never know what you're truly capable of. But anyway, you guys, that's it. You guys got any questions, comments, concerns, you guys hit me up on Snapchat at Klopp95 in the bottom, Instagram at KIDTHNDR2. And like I always say at the end of all my videos, only the same year 75, 80, 85, 90 times, and then try and call it a life. My name is Dom, aka KT2. Y'all take it easy. Peace.